Alright YouTube, so we are back to talk about some Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am working on a separate video. It's actually a kind of a series of videos that I do where it's the literally doesn't make sense videos. It's where we take something from like the original Final Fantasy VII and just kind of look way too much into it. They're usually kind of polarized and people take them a little more serious than I do. But here's a quick teaser of what it's going to be about. But I figured today we'd do a quick detour, talk about something else, something kind of ridiculous but also kind of funny. So as it turns out, within the Final Fantasy VII community, or I guess maybe more specifically the remake community, Song, the leader of the Turks, has the most horny fans. That is a sentence I never thought I'd say for multiple reasons. So what had happened is somebody the other day over on Twitter had ran a poll for who has the horniest fans, and included pretty much every character from Final Fantasy VII universe, down to like, Laws and Yazoo from Advent Children, all the way up to like Don Corneo and Hojo. Which, by the way, those last two placed relatively high on the list, considering they're both absolutely disgusting. But pretty much by a landslide, Song won. He was number one with like 12,000 votes, and the second place was Rufus, who had like 9,000. So he was a couple thousand ahead of Rufus. Which to me is a bit surprising, because Rufus in Final Fantasy VII Remake, now hear me out, I'm an absolutely straight male, but that's a pretty guy. Now, the reason why we're talking about this is a couple of reasons. For one, it was just surprising to me to see that Song would have, quote-unquote, the horniest fans. Because if you ask me that question, we're basing this off of just horny factor alone. My answer is Tifa. I mean, look at this fan edit of Tifa with glasses. Goddamn. But outside of the obvious answer of Tifa, you would still think like the big characters. Cloud, Sephiroth, probably Aerith to some degree, and Vincent, of course, because he's like edgy and emo and whatever. But having looked into it for the sake of the video, looking through this chick's tweets, as you can see by the one I showed earlier, you're allowed to spam, which I believe is the only reason that Song won. Not that he's not a pretty guy as well, I'd probably do him. There's probably like multiple hardcore Song fans that like spam voted him so he could win, or there's like one guy who was super bored and just had a lot of free time. Trust me, I've seen it with my own eyes. There are some hardcore fan fiction accounts and shipping accounts that I could truly believe there's one guy out there that clicked Song's name 12,000 times. Now, the other reason why we're talking about this at all, making any kind of content surrounding the situation, is because the voice actor for Song actually acknowledged this on Twitter. So Vic Chao actually quote-tweeted Allison's tweet about Song winning and said, "As the voice of Song in Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm delighted that Song has been voted to, have the horniest fans." But I just love that he even acknowledged this at all, because I feel like a good portion of the voice acting cast probably wouldn't have even acknowledged the situation, but it somehow got to his attention. And he did. I feel like John Eric Bentley would, if like Barrett had won this or something. He's pretty active on Twitter. He's really active with the community. I feel like he'd have said something. Probably Erica Lynn Beck as well, because she's pretty active as well with the community. And obviously her entire character of Jessie is the literal embodiment of horny. He also replied to his tweet and pointed out that he's had like over 2,000 tweets on his account, but this was the most popular tweet he's ever done, which I think is kind of funny. Like, he acknowledges how horny the fan base is for his character, and it's the most popular tweet he's ever put out. Anyways, but dude, that's pretty much the video. I just thought it was kind of funny to talk about. There's a lot of horny people in the community, man. I see a lot of fanfiction shit on my Twitter. I do not follow these accounts, but the people I follow like these tweets, retweet these things. I've seen some straight up FF7R porn. There's also a lot of heated shipping wars on Twitter, which shipping is a newer term to me, but it's like, who's the better couple, like Cloud and Tifa, or Cloud and Aerith, or Tifa and Aerith. Nobody can make up their mind, when the obvious answer is Barrett and Cait Sith. And look, I'm not here to actually legitimately hate on anybody or talk shit. People can do whatever the hell they want, but there are some weirdos in this community. Just looking through Allison's Twitter account to like look for the horny information, if you want to call it that. I came across an account that is dedicated solely to posting pictures of characters' lips from Final Fantasy VII Remake. I have several questions here, one of them being why, and the other, how dare you? But either way, my dudes, that is the video. I want to pass off to you guys. Who do you think has the actual horniest fans? Is it Tifa? The obvious answer of Tifa. And who do you ship? Who is your favorite couple? Leave that in the comments below. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and want to update more Final Fantasy VII Remake content, more horny posting on main. Turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @dashingdavid, at my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Used to care what people thought, but now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like Logain, or leave it like Cobain.